Yeah, hey everybody there, this is Lyle, and I'm from Scotty, and I'm a long way from home, but this is my video. This is, I've been watching that Tony from Chicagoland. You've been out here on vacation, apparently, whatnot, I don't know, but he seems to like the plants there, and thought I'd come out, take a look myself. There are some plants out here, so Tony, shout out to you. They're doing a hell of a job. Hope you guys get some quarterback play down there at some point, a la Bobby Douglas. But anywho, we got that Moody Aaron Rodgers, that little prick, and the Vicodin popping guy before him, Favre. So whatnot. Without further ado, we just give this the old college try, if you know what I'm saying to you now. These rocks don't look like the rocks that I'm used to up north there, where the walleye been hitting pretty good lately. But by the by, I might run out of dime here, but we'll give her a couple tries. Thank you, Tony, for all that hard work. Learned a lot. You're a self-made man, much like myself. Once again, Lyle, Wisconsin. Go Badgers, go Packers, go Bucks, go Brewers. Over and out. Hey everybody, Iron Peak today, Sunday, little Sunday morning hike. Said goodbye to Bijou the cat, 8:30, started hiking 9:30. At the trailhead up in the Teanaway. Got a mix of sun and clouds. A couple other folks up here, but Liz and I having a good time, getting some fresh air. And you're like, are you kidding me? This is another one of those green rocks videos. Bingo! It is. And up here on Iron Peak, pretty obvious why it's called Iron Peak, right? There's a lot of iron in this serpentinite. And I'm just going to repeat myself if I keep going, because you've heard it all before. Didn't bring my hammer, just because I wanted to get up here and not hold back Liz, who's in much better shape than I am. But I got to say, Daddy was feeling pretty good this morning. We got up here by 11:30, gained about 2,500 feet, no big deal, in a couple hours. So I'll do the old hand sample trick, which some of you seem to really enjoy. But again, not being not going to be busting a bunch of stuff open. This is more of a, I guess, casual hiking kind of a video. I'll just kind of video as we leave. And the sun is wrong right now. You're looking south. Let's see, can I give you any bearings? I'll zoom for you if you like. Just the very base of Rainier. We had good views of Rainier this morning, but in the last hour something's coming in, I think, so maybe you can make out just a little touch of the glaciers that remain on Rainier. I'll zoom for you over here. Mount Daniels country, some other peaks that I learned up on Lion Rock from Backcountry Gary and a few others, but I can't recall them at the moment. Looking down, I guess that's the Teanaway Road. Yeah, it is. So into the North Fork of the Teanaway, the old gravel road, down at Daru Trailhead, Camp Wahoo, if you know the country. That's where our car is this morning. Some nice shots of some exposed ridges on occasion where the serpentinite is a nice, beautiful green. But up here, it's much more weathered. Liz is enjoying a little lunch, and it's brisk. The breeze is up. Oh, we got this little thing down here in the right-hand corner. I'm still trying to get used to this new gizmo, which is doing a nice job, but I got the camera set wrong on this little. Just ignore that. So let's come up here. Yeah, we're getting more and more clouds. Let me make sure you can see the Stewarts before they go away, I guess. Should have done that instead of screwing around with my shout out to Crime Pays but Botany Doesn't channel, which I know many of you enjoy. So here's Mount Stewart. Cannot see the summit. Could about 20 minutes ago. And Ingalls Glacier flowing down Ingalls Drainage from left to right. More of the Mount Stewart batholith. Oh my God, we got larches. Are you kidding me? Inadvertent larch sighting, not lit up by the sun at the moment. I don't know how much longer we're going to be up here. Are you about ready to go already, you think? Whenever. Okay. That was a whenever, so that means probably pretty soon we'll start heading back. And there's another couple up here, which takes away from it just a little bit, just to be totally selfish about it. So, oh, we got another couple. Okay, yeah. So it's a beautiful area, and I'm hoping that as we start walking our way back, I think this is El Dorado Pass. Possibly that's correct. El Dorado Pass and Teanaway Peak, possibly. Bill Peak. Okay, now we got chatter over there. Not into it. So I think we're rolling. You feel like rolling?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just gonna, let's give this point to these two gals coming over, and we will just keep filming and away we go. I'm going to use your shoulder.
Okay.
You're so sturdy.
Sturdy.
Can you hold this for just a sec, please?
Mm-hmm.
Just point it right there perfectly. Okay. So I'm grabbing my stuff. Liz is holding the camera for you at the moment. She's also lacing her shoes with one hand. The talent never stops with this gal. You're one in a million. I mean that. Time for a selfie. Just kidding. Running commentary for the gals, which means we really are getting out of here. Okay, away we go.
Okay, you go ahead, I'll take it.
Okay, one look back here. Ellensburg in the distance. Lion Rock, if you saw that live stream over that way. Okay. Morning. We'll get out of your way. You can enjoy that.
Fresh.
Yeah, all right. I'm getting greedy. It'd be nice if we just had a little one break of sun for you, because things do really light up. And I should have filmed 30 minutes ago. Whatever. So by now you've seen plenty of these serpentinite videos from this summer, but I can't get enough. We'll just kind of continue to give you a sense of this. Okay, we got a little bit of sun. Okay. A little bit of sun to have this Iron Peak summit rock light up for you. And can I show you something that's, do we have some of the nice green? Kinda. Beautiful lichen here, huh? If you're brand new to this channel and you have not been introduced, a quick primer. This is 162 million year old metamorphic rock called serpentinite. It used to be basalt on the ocean floor, part of an ophiolite sequence out in the Pacific Basin. And yes, we're above 6,000 feet elevation here. So there's a story, isn't there? Which we've been telling with our past programs. So this is easy on the Geology Today and more on moron. Easy on the Geology Today, featuring a moron speaking to you. Now I know that some of you have been interested in these veins in past videos. I can't say that the Ingalls Serpentinite is famous for its quartz veins, but there's an interesting little section here. Like, where'd that bright orange go? Why are we back to regular looking almost basalt? Oh, okay, hang on. This might be a Teanaway feeder dike right here. We just left the bright orange. Yeah, this is basalt. Okay, cool. Let's, wow, that's kind of fun. I'll have to double check myself after the fact, but we're on this ridge. When I started the video, we were in some bright orange. Do you remember? Oh, we got good sun now. Good. And as we're kind of working our way back along this ridge, this is Teanaway basalt. Very similar to that, was it Bean Peak hike video that I did, showing the boundary between a basalt and the serpentinite. And now here we come back. We leave the basalt. Yep. And you're like, I don't know, that looks about the same to me. Well, maybe in here kind of it does, but we're going to get green. Oh yeah. We're going to get greener and greener and waxier and waxier. I think I'm going to give these to you. Thank you. Yeah, let me just keep trying to find I'll just keep moving, give you some shots of, you know, basically hiking out here with us in late September. But I'll just grab some kind of waxy green samples as we go. Yeah. So that was a cool little feeder dike. I'm confident of that now. Oh, I can move it. Oh boy. All right, I'll settle down. Settle down, boy. I'm glad we got some sun for you. Okay, let's cover some ground. Can't help it. Can't help it. Are those blues coming through for you? Oh, this is working. It's working for me. I hope for you too. Liz is being very patient here. You got your stopwatch out? How much more do I have? Okay, until you get irritated? All right, well, we're getting close maybe. Who can blame you? You want to hike. You don't want to stand here and... You don't want to stand here. All right. So I tell you, I have really enjoyed posting videos this summer without knowing a lot of detail and having comments below. And the tone is good. So I thank everybody for leaving comments and being helpful with your tidbits, with your knowledge. And the tone can be wrong. It can be know-it-all kind of stuff, and you missed that, and you should have gone here, and all that. I don't get that vibe from you typically. And what I really enjoy are folks who have a lot of history in these areas, and they go, well, yeah, I mean, I was a backcountry ranger, and I did this, or there used to be a lookout there, or were you aware? Again, it's couched in the right manner, at least for my taste. Maybe you didn't know that that was an old wagon road and they were doing something with, whatever. I like learning from you is my point, and it's an efficient way to learn where I'm trying not to say more than I know, and I'm open to learning new things, which is a lot of the enjoyment for me. With these videos, and I think hopefully for you too. Yeah, the light is good now. Again, we're a little bit socked in at the top, but otherwise you're looking north. And I can't hold it because I'm in the mind frame now of the exotic terrains once again. And I remembered that there's a major thrust fault between this Ingalls serpentinite and the Chewacum schist to the north. And the name of the thrust fault is the Windy Pass Thrust. And the reason that was exciting for me to remember, I'll let these guys come through, is that the Stewart Pluton is really just kind of masking that relationship. Morning. In other words, there's so much granite on the horizon there that the structural boundary between the green rock and the gray garnet-bearing Chewacum, is it Chewacum? Yeah, Chewacum schist to the north has been obliterated in most places by the Stewart Pluton. And it's that thrust fault that's interesting to me, and it ties into a regional story that we'll discuss a little bit later on.
Did I hear story? I like stories.
Oh, yeah, I think we all do.
Especially when it's distracting. When I was coming over here, I didn't see this path down here. I just saw that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw you, and I thought, oh my God, how did they do that?
Well,
I'm sorry.
Maybe next time. Or you could go back. Right up here. Not too late.
I enjoyed the part. I saw somebody's comment from the Washington Pass granite. I read all your comments, by the way, but I'll tell you a little secret, by the way. To keep track of, I read every comment, and to keep track of those comments on YouTube videos, I mark each of them with a thumbs up. Occasionally I'll put a thumbs down if I'm not wild about the comment, but mostly it's thumbs up, and it just basically helps me keep track of the ones I've already read. So I enjoy the comments that somebody made, like, oh man, people are so nice in Washington. And generally it's true. We're not wild about tons of conversation out here with others, but a short little good morning or whatever, it seems to work just fine. And so maybe you've noticed the niceties that are exchanged on these trails, and if you don't tend to hike much, or this kind of experience is foreign to you, and you're looking for positivity in your life, I can report that most of the time it's positive to run into people out here, and it's just kind of affirming. I don't need to say more there, but I think I'm mainly telling Liz this. I'm just going to keep filming until we get down to the El Dorado Pass, and then I'll turn it off. Thank you. So this might be a one-taker. And again, this is mostly a hiking video, encouraging you all to, if you're able, and if you're within a day's drive, this kind of terrain here in the Teanaway is accessible. It's totally open. The moratorium has been lifted. Campfires are allowed again. We noticed a bunch of campfire smoke coming up the road. They've improved the road. I don't know when that happened, but the road up the North Fork of the Teanaway, we thought in past videos this summer, was particularly potholy and corrugated. So thanks to those who came out to, I'm not even sure what they did, put down a new layer of gravel or filled in the potholes, or I don't know what, but it's not our imagination. That was a very smooth drive coming out here this morning. And yes, we feel very lucky. Even after 30 years of living here, we feel very lucky to have this kind of a scene within, the trailhead within an hour of our house, and to be up here at noon. And we both have to go into school later on this afternoon to get ready for the week. But it's just a pleasant experience. Now, what do we got going on here? So let's do this one together. Plain boy. Real orange, real rusted, real weathered. It's all serpentinite, I'm confident, but wow, definitely a plain boy. But on this ridge, why are we going to suddenly get out of this rusted, this heavily weathered serpentinite? You see what we're about to do? We're about to leave it right here. And now still serpentinite, but heavily fractured, not rusty at all. As a field mapper for many years, teaching field mapping, everybody wants to go crazy with mapping faults. And I would put in a fault at the last resort, excuse me. But a possibility is that we have a fault coming right up and over this ridge right here, to explain why we lose one look of the serpentinite. We lose the orange, we lose the outcrop, and we get this chaotic, almost kind of a breccia thing. And interestingly, I can see that same, can you see it? That same kind of naked from here, I'm just guessing now, same kind of fractured, non-vegetated, not orange outcrop. So maybe there is a fault coming right through here. If there is, who cares? It's not active, it's not a threat. But if there are some faults mapped through here, and actually I know there are, maybe that's what they're using. So we're back to some decent outcrop, losing the sunlight again, maybe for good today. golden whatever's down below. Yeah, I've never really thought about that before, but I think we've got one or two, maybe more, possibly minor faults that cross this ridge. Oh, the wind is picking up, possibly you can hear that. Although I got my fuzzy cat on my lapel mic, thanks to the viewer who sent those in. Don't remember your name. Okay, let's stop talking for a second. We can just walk together. If nothing else, you might be just impressed by the sheer volume of serpentinite up here. It's not a minor amount of this ocean floor rock. So we'll keep it rolling. I think I'm going to continue filming with you until we get down to that bright orange at El Dorado Pass. But this is maybe our last view. If you're curious, serpentinite, that little spire is for sure a Teanaway basalt vertically, similar to the one I showed at the Bean Peak video. And then across the way on the horizon, Mount Stewart Pluton, 93 million years old. Do you want my coat? I'll give you another little insider thing, in case you're curious. Almost every time I film one of these, and I kind of ramble, you know, verbally, as soon as I turn the camera off, I'm like, well, I'm sure I'm not going to post that. That just felt like me just not saying anything useful. And then I upload it from my camera onto my computer, and then I kind of watch it in my office the next day, and I feel a little bit better about it, but not a whole lot. You know, I'm like, still a lot of, not a whole lot of content there. And then I think about it for another couple days, and I go, oh, well, I've got the footage, I might as well post it. What's it gonna hurt? And then invariably, you guys are very positive. And I'm always kind of surprised. Like, one that comes to mind is that Teanaway rhyolite quarry video. That felt like there was nothing. I didn't even have any. I couldn't even get up to the outcrop, if you recall. I was like trying to get up there on that scree slope, and I wiped out. I was just sitting there in the scree and told a story about the logger. And I'm like, well, I'm definitely not posting this. But then, same process I just described, and that's like a very popular video. So I'm not looking to analyze what's popular and what's not. I'm just trying to say that thanks for being such a forgiving group of people who seem to be interested in these regardless of the format. I mean, if it was nothing but me doing this kind of thing, just kind of hiking and talking about whatever's in my mind, I don't think I'd subscribe to this channel. So some of them will be a little bit more structured and a little bit more content rich, shall we say. But the hope is that you can kind of see the value in a variety. Variety is the slice of life. Is that the phrase? Is that it? Variety is the... Yeah. I don't think that's right. Spice! Spice! Wait, this just coming in? Into my earpiece? Variety is the spice of life. Oh, no, I screwed up the last word. I have to edit this out. Oh, God. Another plain boy. We're going to keep it rolling. Variety is the spice of life. Now right in here it looks real attractive and interesting, and you're like, ooh, what's with all this real deep red? Well, I'm not sure, but my hunch is this is fire retardant. Again, in the comments below you might say, absolutely not. It's looked like this since 1953. And if that's true, then I'm impressed. But this amount of kind of red or kind of burgundy look to the serpentinite looks artificial to me. Especially since it's right through, I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe it is natural. Maybe it is. Well, if it is, why is it so widespread? Why isn't it this? Why is it the burgundy now instead of the light orange? I don't really know. That's a lot. That's a lot of I was going to say, maybe I didn't even finish my sentence. I'm thinking this is fire retardant. There have been some fire issues up here, and they drop a bunch of fire retardant in places that they want to try to control wildfires. You may have noticed a little bit of that in the Washington Pass granite, which I didn't comment on, but it was clearly there. Well, I think I might have changed my mind in real time. That's a lot of fire retardant if it is, and if it's not, then that's another mysterious area. So yeah, just walking this ridge, have you been keeping track? It's all serpentinite, no question. There's no change in lithology here, bedrock-wise. But we've gone through a half dozen different looks. Big bulky outcrop, big bulky outcrop with orange, big bulky outcrop with a real deep red. Lose the outcrop, go into this stuff. It's a good example of how on a geologic map you would just color this all one rock type, but yet as you're walking, you could talk yourself into, you know, if you're a splitter instead of a lumper, you'd have 17 mappable units up here, and then suddenly you realize the width of your drafting pen is wider than 4 of your units. Still not getting those larches in the sun for you, and we're about to go down the hill, so I'm going to give it one last try just for the larch freaks that are out there. Sorry for the disdain in my voice. I'm sure you're nice people. I've been told you're nice. If the sun would come out over there, we'd have a lot of brilliant yellow popping, and of course that is the attraction. But we don't. Well, we're about done here. Time to go back to visiting with my spouse. Talking about the week that was, talking about the week that will be. She's a very patient person, willing to give up some of our time for this. I think we're going to finish with a couple of sexy green rocks down here at the pass that I noticed as I was really huffing and puffing. If you're interested in this Iron Peak Trail, I wouldn't say it's a killer, but there's quite a bit of switchback, and 2,500 feet up. But for whatever reason, it was feeling reasonable today, at least for my legs. And the views are outstanding. And another plus for this Iron Peak Trail, it's not nearly as heavily trafficked with hikers and others as, just a couple, a mile away, at the end of the road there at the North Fork Teanaway Trailhead. That's Long's Pass and Ingalls Lake and everything else, and that's a zoo today, and it's typically a zoo. Okay, you can see where we're going to end, and we'll finish this set of strange appearances as we finish over here. And I'll say before we even get there, I don't know why it looks so unusual right here either, but you're used to that by now. Very okay, gotta zoom you. Very waxy here, very snake skinny. Almost feels like a bar of soap. This catches my eye. There's kind of some little crenulations. So heavy fractures, or I guess folding within a portion of this ophiolite sequence. Maybe this is another vote for a fault. Whoa, head rush. Maybe this is another vote for a fault, since we have fresh looking green. I don't know, why is it weathered on one side though? Oh, is there a fault and maybe also another Teanaway basalt feeder dike coming through here? And possibly, now thinking out loud, were there hydrothermal fluids associated with the walls of the basalt feeder dike that discolored things on the other side here? Okay. Good looking here. I think I showed you some of this earlier this summer. I don't totally understand it, but it's, oh yeah, kind of a pistachio green in kind of a little coating, like the thinness of a chocolate coating on an M&M. It almost feels like marble, but of course it's not. Brilliant. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Iron Peak, where we started. Thanks for watching. I love you, and goodbye. Yeah, hi there everybody. This is Lyle. I'm from Scotty, and this is my video. I've been inspired by that guy down there from Chicagoland, Tony, I think his name is, something about trying to stay out of jail and plants or something. I don't know what the shit that is, but Tony, you're doing a hell of a job out there, son. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.